sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was taken down.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. For Nick Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. He was 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
43-yard line.
From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Punt formation.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield, that's out to Chubb, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Mayfield on play action. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball. You
got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Complete.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
40-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Able to find Higgins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Dancing to his left. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Mixon with a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Now at the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning.
Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play action. Mayfield looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Rico Gafford, the intended target.
And it's 3rd and short.
And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ronnie Harrison.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They're spotted at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. 4th in the NFL in 2018. 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Mack Wilson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First down.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Browns.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the Bengals' 10-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Burrow looking to pass. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The ball carrier.
On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31.
Now Joe Mixon running right through him. And he'll go down at the 28.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
His throw caught right around the 6. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. All day, dog. 18, right here.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
At the Browns' 16-yard line.
On second down, here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Riley Harrison. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Cleveland.
Set, 180! Check back. Mike.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Browns, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will return home next week to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.